What's up, guys? So today didn't work out for me too well, so I decided we should do a quick video, and that's a video you guys were actually all asking for, and that's an update video. I saw in the last video, I don't know what caused it, but like half the comments were give us an update on all the cars in the shop and everything, and I figured, cool, let's do it. I'm really happy we get to make this video today, just because I know there's been a lot of questions and I'm excited to get them out there. So if you guys have any questions about any of the cars or shop or anything, stay tuned because it will be answered hopefully in this video, because I have been reading the comments, and yeah, just bear with us. So let's just jump into it because we got a lot to talk about. So I figured we'd start with the dustiest bitch of them all, the right-hand drive SRZ. So if you guys that are new to the channel and don't know this car we got like a winter or two ago from HP Logic down in Florida. My buddies at the import shop, tuning shop, performance shop. They're cool guys. And we took it. It was an automatic NA. We got it here. We had a really good time, and we did the coolest thing you can do to a Z32, and that is put an SR20 in it. Oh yeah, yeah, it looks good in there. And we had some complications with it, but we had fun. And really, I just haven't driven it in a really long time. And you guys are just wondering why. So a big point before we start talking about the cars is I love all of these cars, and I would love to drive them and work on them as much as possible, but there's only 24 hours in a day, and daily vlogging is a very tedious process, and sometimes we just don't have a lot of the time. We wish we had to go back and just do some nitty-gritty stuff on these cars. And as you guys know, this even the simplest mods take the longest time, and we try to get as much done as we possibly can, and trust me, we are not slacking down here. We are trying our best. So let's talk about it. So the Black Z, really the reason why it's been sitting this whole time is it needs an ECU, and I mean a standalone ECU because it's all modded and can't just run a stock one. I was borrowing one from a friend for a long time. He needed it back for his project car, so I gave it back to him, and now I've just been putting it off because honestly, standalone ECUs is really expensive, and I've just been trying to focus on new builds and keeping content fresh and fun and all that stuff. So it's really as simple as that. I do absolutely love this car, and I feel absolutely horrible. It's been sitting covered in dust for so long, and I promise I will get an ECU in the next couple weeks. I gotta suck it up and buy it just so I can enjoy the car for the last couple weeks we have good weather, and we'll be back on the road soon enough. Here we have the here we have the old girl, the right-hand drive E36. So big news on this thing. A lot of guys don't even realize it. My mom didn't even realize it.
Which is shocking because she knows everything about this channel.
Everything. It's actually a shell right now. I sold the drivetrain out of this probably 3 months ago, like right before we moved into the new shop. So a lot of you guys don't remember when I first got this car, I've always said it. The drivetrain I've always wanted for this car was an S54. Now we had the supercharged M52 in here. It felt all right. Honestly, I didn't really like it. Couldn't tell you why, just didn't enjoy the drivetrain. So I sold the drivetrain out of it to buy an S54. I had one lined up. I sold it, I went to go buy the S54, and the kid that was selling it to me kind of ghosted me. It happens. And at that time we were actually moving into this shop, and so I decided to save the money and actually put it into the shop, because as you guys might know, a big ass shop like this, it costs an ass ton of money. So as of right now, it's just a rolling shell. I don't have a lot of plans for it. This car honestly needs so much work. It needs body work, it needs paint, it needs an interior refresh, it needs bushings, and it needs a whole ass drivetrain. And that is just very, very, very expensive and very time consuming, and honestly, that is not what the channel wants to see right now, as much as some of you guys might think so. So a lot of you guys are probably telling me just to sell the damn thing, and honestly, I love this car. It has a really cool history behind it, and I'll never probably find a right-hand drive E36 ever again, at least in my price range around this area. So it's not worth selling. It's just worth holding on to, and one day we'll get back to and have some fun with it. All right, and here we go. We got the OG car, the LSZ. You guys love this car, I know you do, and I love it too. I've actually been driving it, like daily driving it the last week and a half. I've been having an amazing time with it. It's fast, it's fun, it handles great, and it's really pretty. As you guys know, we did the fully built heads on it recently. We put the big cam in it. It sounds awesome. It's fast. It's fun. Just everything I just said it was. And so with this car, I put my time in. I've wrenched on this car for years. I love where it's at. Obviously, there's a lot of things I wish it was better at, like the paint condition. There's dents and dings from things falling on it in the shop. The lips need a major polish, but at this point I'm happy where it's at, and we're going to use the time that we have on new projects and just enjoy it for what it is, and I'm cool with that. All right, so as you guys know, I have 3 hatch shells. What don't I need, Mike?
Another hatch shell, or 3 of them.
So we bought those 2 hatches, I think, part them out. They were were local, they were a great deal, and I knew there was money to be made. So we did. We parted out quite a bit of the parts. I ended up making enough money off of it to buy that car, which is really awesome. I mean, that was the goal. And then we got this car out of nowhere. Once again, came with the SR for an amazing deal. We got the SR out of it, and now we can sell this shell, get our money back, and basically get the SR for almost nothing. So I have no plans with these shells other than finish parting a couple of those out and just selling the shells as is and getting out of them. Now with that, I know a lot of guys were commenting in the last drift video saying that we should build like a beater 240 or build a 240 for a B out of one of these shells, and it's not worth it, guys. Like, these things are so stripped, and it takes a lot to make a car run and drive. Yep. And it's just not that easy. And honestly, Brian's E36 is the perfect car for him. He loves it. He would honestly probably hate an S chassis the way they drift. I know him, and it's exactly where it needs to be for where he is, and we'll advance that car as he advances as a driver, and I see it working out perfectly for him, so don't worry. Then we have this beautiful little car right here, the right-hand drive turbo NB Miata. So this car has just been lingering in the background for a long time. We haven't talked about this in a minute. So this car, we got this for Steffi. It was a rolling shell. I got it for an amazing deal, and I just couldn't pass it up. We got the 03 VVTi engine. We turboed it. We put the 6-speed in it, everything, got it running, driving. It made great power. It's beautiful. It has like 36,000 original miles on it. It is a complete dime piece, the ultimate Miata. And realistically, we've just had a pain in the ass time registering it. It's gotten to the point where it's almost just been an out of sight, out of mind type of car. Steffi has her NA right here. Though it's a little ugly, she absolutely loves the car. And this thing has kind of been put on the back burner, and we've been trying to get to it when we can, and it just hasn't made it there yet. So really trying to get this thing on the road before the winter. I would just feel so guilty if I didn't. So hopefully we'll see more of this soon. But besides that, there's not much to it.
Just paperwork.
Just paperwork.
If you've ever been to the Connecticut DMV, you know how much of a pain in the ass it absolutely is.
Oh yeah. So we'll get this on the road soon, and Steph will fall absolutely in love with it. Trust me, it deserves it. She deserves it. All right, and then we have Josh's Corrado. This isn't mine, it's our buddy Josh. We actually brought it here to help him finish up the build and also to get out of his shop. He shares a shop with Brian. They need some more room, so we brought it down here. It's a beautiful car. I like looking at it. We'll help him finish it soon enough. And then we have another hatch that I actually don't own. This is our homeboy Travis. He fully built this SR. He did a big turbo, did all this stuff, and I've been letting him use the space to just finish up all the small nitty-gritty stuff, and I've been helping him trying to finish it up, and we actually just got to tune it, and he'll have a beautiful, amazingly awesome car. So shout out to you, Travis. You did a great job. Now we're on to the beautiful Dirty 30. Now, this car has been pretty fresh, pretty new, and as you guys know, I'm completely obsessed with it. I was anticipating needing to do a lot after we finish the swap, and at this point, I haven't even touched it since the first test drive, which is unreal. This thing is just such an animal. It's been treating me so well. So there is big plans for this, so I guess we could talk about that. Now, from the outside, we didn't really touch it much. I'd really love to get some side skirts on it, bring the body down a little bit, and of course get like a rear valance. A lot of you guys were hounding me about getting Euro bumpers or like late model bumpers where they don't stick out as much and they're actually like one piece. Now that's cool. It's not on my top of the list to spend money on for this car. I kind of really like the way the diving boards look in like such a weird like OG looking way. It works. It's like this thing's just a slab and it works really well. Maybe we'll compress them and try that. We'll talk about that later, but I mean, look at it, it's just beautiful. I got my new drift spares. These things are hot. They actually work really well, other than, we won't talk about that, but at this point, I would love to just get a little bit more power out of it, and we have a few ideas for that. Maybe some cams, maybe some
I don't know if they're ready for
little giggle gas,
you know. They ready for that?
When we can spray the house down, as they say. But besides that, I mean, E30's chilling. I've just been enjoying it, and I just see it as such a perfect machine as it is. And besides that, we just got to do the rear alignment stuff still. It's just a pain in the ass. JZ car. As you guys know, this is my main drift car.
My bottom bitch. She's spicy.
This is my main girl right here, the JZ S13. My wannabe Sylvia. So this has been my main drift car for the last 2 years. We competed in it for the first time. It was amazing. Competing in it really opened up my eyes to a lot of upgrades I could do on the car. And it got to the point where I figured we gotta grip this thing up. And by doing so, I decided to go this route and make it really wide. To finish this up is gonna be a lot of work, and we were gonna rush and get it done so we can get a few events in for the rest of the season. But we decided it would be worth it to take our time and do it right the first time. I mean, that's really a theme that we like to do with a lot of cars, just because do it once, do it right, and it works out better that way. Luckily, the E30 has been such a perfect drift car that it's been able to let me enjoy the rest of the season while we work on this. Now, we have a lot of work ahead of us between the body work, the suspension, making everything fit right, the paint, everything like that. And I also have to put a new clutch in, which really sucks. It's a lot of work. So my main goal right now is to get this all together looking pretty for LZ's open house in December. Hopefully we'll have it done for then, and it's gonna be quite the animal. So can't wait for it. All right, so now we have the S13 hatch. As you guys know, we've been going ham on this car the last couple of weeks, trying to just get the car together so we can enjoy it for the rest of the season, because it's the end's coming up quick. So this car kind of fell into our laps. It was sitting for 4 years. We cleaned the crap out of it. We've been having a blast with it. If you guys want to catch up on that, it's been the last 2 weeks of videos. Go check them out. It's been an awesome time. We've been having a lot of fun, and things have just been working out way too well for us. And it's been really awesome. This honestly was my dream car when I first got into Japanese cars, because you guys know I was a Volkswagen head before this. I actually looked at quite a few S13 hatches with SRs in them actually before I even bought the Red Z, which is the actual start of my Japanese car collection. So it's been a cool experience for me, and I'm glad you guys enjoy it. So I think we've said enough about the cars. You guys are probably wondering where the GTI is too. Staying at home, we'll get to that later. But I figured while I got you guys, we'd give a quick shop update, because I mean, that's another thing that's been going on. So I know that you guys know that the one thing I do lack is good shop equipment. I mean, look at this place. Yeah. Where is it? So we put in the work to get this dream garage. I want to make sure that we get the perfect equipment, and to do so, it's a lot of work. And I've been waiting for all the stars to align, for all to happen, and it's getting close. I'm really excited. It's going to be really awesome very soon, and I can't wait to have a lift again. Working on jack stands, it sucks, and especially once you've worked on a lift before, it's really hard to go back. I know you know.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, Mr. Firestone over there.
It's not a good time.
It's not a good time, but we still put in work though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Jack stands, no jack stands. We'll hold the car up ourselves. We'll just make Mike pick it up.
I'll lay right underneath it. It can rest right in my chest.
There you go.
Damn. All right, but trust me, lifts are coming soon. I know it's extremely important, and it's going to happen. So don't lose faith in me. So every good shop needs a bitchin' office, and as you can see, we framed it all up. Well, my buddy Jason came down here. He's a handyman. He helped us out. We threw this up pretty quick. Came out awesome. Now we're working on finding another day where we can get Jason down here and help us finish it up. So Jason, I know you're watching. Thank you, homie. Hope to see you soon. But once the office is complete, we have some big plans for that, and I'm not even gonna tell you right now. We're gonna save that for a mystery. Fuck. What's up, man? Wow, that went bad. You guys want some drift cars? Yes. Homeboy Mike over here figured it'd be a good idea to give the update on the built SR, because I've actually got a lot of comments about this lately. We got this in the purple part out car, and it has a built bottom end, it has a good valve train in it, and it kind of just needs a full refresh. A lot of guys were entertaining the idea of putting it in the Black Z or putting in an E36 or something. This motor still needs a lot of money and a lot of work to get into one of these cars, and putting it in the Black Z, unfortunately it's a notch top SR, so I'd actually have to change everything, like literally everything, and it just wouldn't be worth it for the car, honestly. And I figured it'd be more worth to use our resources otherwhere and just sell this, make some money off of it, and just move on, right? You guys saw enough SRs. So I hope I answered all of you guys' questions. Now it's time to ask a question to you guys, and that is, what would you like to see from the cars sitting around in the background? Because I would love a good excuse to work on one of them. So we got a lot of cars to choose from. We got the Black Z, the E36, the Red Z, blah, blah, blah. You guys know what I'm talking about. And let me know. So let me know which car you would love to see us get back into a little bit, and if you see someone with a comment below with your same idea, like it, so I could see how it stacks up, because like I said, I'd love to have an excuse to work on one of these cars. So that's really it. Not much more I can say. Got any questions? Let me know below. So with that, we're gonna end it. Thank you guys for watching, and you know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Alright, so the end
Slide
goal,
closer.
we gotta go right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That didn't work. So, hope you guys.
No! What's that?
So, I hope I answered all of your guys' questions. Now it's time for my question, and that is, what car would you guys like to see worked on next? Now, these cars have been needing some love, and I need a good excuse to do that love making to the car. What the fuck?